Hey, hello. It's a web surgery again. So, sorry that today we may have a shorter episode because I had some buffalo wings for lunch and my stomach doesn't agree with it, so I'm not feeling so well. And so yeah, I would try to continue what I have started last week. That we have started to integrate Netlify CMS to our wishlist website that hosts on GitHub. So last time I think I left up with a half-broken website because I didn't know that actually um, if you set up your account name. So for example, my GitHub account is checkting. So the URL is like checkting.github.io. So I set that up, that repo, checkting.github.io as my main website. So if you go to check.dev, actually it's hosted there. So that's my main website. And if you have started another repo and allow GitHub pages to that repo, and rather it will stay with checkting.github.io slash, for example, this one it will be Animal Crossing wishlist. It will be your domain, which is my domain is check.dev, and then slash Animal Crossing wishlist. So actually, I think it's quite neat. I thought I have to put another domain or subdomain there to make that having a custom domain. So I think I'll just keep that one because I think maybe people who are interested to copy this wish list, they may not, they may found that more convenient for them. So I keep it like that as demonstration or something. But you can totally set up your own subdomain or domain for this wishlist website. And I don't think I gotta show you today. If you really want to, let me know. I'll show you how to set up a custom domain for any of your GitHub repo. That you can have your GitHub pages host there. You can have your static website host there. It's completely free, and you just need to buy a domain. I buy it from Google Domain, and yeah, because like I'm thinking maybe in the future I can use some of the thing that they provided like Gmail or something, um, but you don't need that. You just bare minimal is that you buy a domain, and or if you already have your own domain, you can create a subdomain, and then we can put that in GitHub and make it your customized domain. So rather than using your account name.github.io or anything. So I may do show that in the future, but for now today we keep on working on the Netlify CMS. So you see that I fixed all the URL because like when we have this a path rather than a domain, then some of the path that is broken, is half of it is my fault because when I do customization, I don't care too much. I just like put the link, like the URL there, which hasn't taken into account that in the future you may move this to your repo on GitHub. But I fixed that. So now you can see that the one that you see on the right hand side actually is actually a not a local version. It's actually an online version of it. So if you're curious, you can go to check.dev slash animal hyphen crossing hyphen wishlist slash. You'll see this. It's now live. Is so you can totally see that as well. So so that's that. I still hasn't get my head around to fix the size of the image. But I do have fixed the other things. This DIY icon I really love. I put it there, and so also I'm thinking about like in the future I can add because I was inspired by Nukason, because in Nukason you can like not just trade items or DIYs, you can also trade villagers. I'm like, what? You can trade your villagers? So I'm thinking about having a session that is like villager, because I have to update it mine. Now I have 10 villager instead of 5. And I don't want to trade them. I don't want to sell them yet. I still love them. Until maybe one day I got tired of them, or maybe I get angry with some of them. Um, but I do think maybe we can have a session that puts like which villager you have there, and maybe you can have your villager wish list as well. So if somebody have their villager in boxes ready to go, you can go and pick them up. So it's a full trading website. You can even trade your villagers. But anyway, also I fixed my icon here. I like the square So remember my old website is like a circle, so I fixed that, so it's a square. So I really like that. It really looks like the flag that is above my town hall. Although like in the game it's more pixelated, but this is actually same same representation of it. But this is a higher resolution because I use this image to build my flag. So um yeah, so that's that the recap. So okay, a real recap about what we did last week with the Netlify CMS. So I hope that this is why you came here, because you want to learn about how to use this open source tool that is super awesome. And I have never used so first of all, I've never used Netlify to host my website. I only host it on GitHub. And so I can't comment on whether Netlify is a good hosting service, but they do provide this open source tool, Netlify CMS. Sorry, I'm just closing all these mess so I can have a better view. Um, but they do provide this Netlify CMS, which is a complete open source tool that you can use in your website. The catch is that if you're hosting on Netlify, it's very easy to make the authentication work. But since we're hosting on GitHub, it's not that easy. I think it makes sense, right? So like, cause I understand, but if if I have a tool that awesome, I would try to make it awesome for everybody, But I do understand why they do it like that, or maybe they don't have resources to perfect it for everybody, so they kind of focus on their customer first. What we did last time is that we put this admin folder here. So that's why I close other things, because otherwise it's super confusing. And this is already confusing enough that I have so many things open. Let me close them. So some of them is even not saved for some reason. Okay, this one I'll save it for now. Yeah. Okay. 'Cause I actually need to commit that, but I totally forgot. It's fine. They're still working. And okay, so go back to the admin. So we have this config file that we set up. So last time we run it in our local machine that it kind of worked, but it doesn't it doesn't work online yet. That's why we're here this week. We're trying to make this work with GitHub Authentication. So yeah, so you can see that this is the thing you set up. So we set up last time that actually this is what is called a collection. It's a collection that I closed it. So it's a collection that uses the data file that we have. So we have the data file. Remember, we have the data file that we put all our items there. So we have a wish list, and a giveaway. And so for these admin, actually, so you can see that is you have so we have two files here. So we make the two actually this so it counts as two collections. So one is the wish list, and actually it counts one. Sorry, it's count one collection. So it's in the content, but one of the data file is wish list. The other one is the giveaway. So they kind of structure similarly. And we have these fields that actually, if a user use it, and they can change all these fields to a different value. And so yeah, I won't explain too much. I think I did it last week, and we set it up together, so you kind of get a feeling of how this work. And the index of this one is I copied that from the documentation site. So this is pretty standard. So this not doing much. It just means that we call this script that's provided by Netlify CMS. That is basically the meat of it. This is like how your front end kind of interact with all these awesome things that is actually config here. I hope that I could show you. So but let's have a look at what it is now. So as I told you, this is now online. So remember, we have admin. So we type admin here in the URL. You can't see, but I'm typing admin. And like last time, it will be prompt to logged in. So we logged in with GitHub. And you can't see this right now, I think. Yeah, you can't see this, but what I got is that it says that it's no authenticate provider found. So actually, I can show you here by copying this, I think. So this is what I see in another window. So no authentication provider found, and so what it means is that we need to have an authentication provider to your GitHub repo. So how can we go to do that? How, like, it sounds very difficult. It sounds like, I just want to build a website. I design a website. I don't want to deal with all these operational stuff. But don't worry, somebody, a genius. I don't know this person, but I found his amazing work. So this provide a Netlify CMS GitHub of a provider. So this is exactly what we're using, right? Netlify CMS GitHub, amazing. So yeah, so what we have to do is that actually we can follow these instructions and set it up. So I gotta show you how to do it. There is a little bit of a catch that because you have to also set up the other side on your GitHub. So what you can do is that you first of all, I think you install that locally. So we do a git clone of this repo. So we just do this with our terminal. I'm running. Yeah, you can see that I'm running grub there. But okay, we are in this Animal Crossing. So let's clear it up a bit. I was working on it a few minutes before. Okay, so how we gotta do this? We gotta do is that we gotta go up one level because I want to clone that repo in our website folder. So what I gotta do now is that I gotta do a git clone. Actually, I copied the whole thing, right? Yeah. Okay, it should be fine. So while it's doing that, let me oh, actually it's done already. Good. Yeah. Uh, so we gotta go into it and do an npm install. So I have npm running on this new computer finally, and you'll be surprised that it's actually not easy because this new OS Catalina is a bit interesting. It's like my other computer is using the old OS, so it's different. So yeah, so while it's installing, let me reset my headset because it will switch itself off for some reason. It's super strange. Yeah. Okay, so now you should still hear me. Yes, good. Okay, so yeah, because I can feel that my headset is dying. Like now I'm a pro of living with this headset that switches itself off. Okay, so it's install is with this authenticated thing. So like let's have a tool inside because I've never looked at it before. So actually got a package.json. So this, I think this is installing all the things that you need to set this up. Yeah, so you have .env and all these. So yeah, simple auth do. So yeah, it's installed now with npm. And so okay, so this is the config that we have to set up. So you can actually set up in a .env. So what actually I gotta do is that but before I go to that part to set the config, I have to create the auth app with the on GitHub first. So yeah, so let's go there. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, I should open it in a new one because otherwise I'll lost this page, which is not a good thing. And this is why you have a million tabs. So this is just showing you how to do that. So let's go to my GitHub. How about go to my GitHub and so this is this, and I go to settings, and I'm always confused with all these settings and stuff because this can start to get complicated very easily. I don't think it's here. Let me check. Yeah, so it's need to be in my setting instead of the repo settings. Okay. Yeah, so this is more thing here. You should be able to see the old thing that I set up before, which is not this one. Is I think yeah, developer settings. Okay, found it. And you can see that I have another one. This one is the one that's set up for our company blog. And so we gotta create a new one today. So create a new one, and I have to log in. You won't be able to see my password, which is it's too short in my liking actually. But anyway, so it's logged in for Netlify CMS demo. I will just call this demo to make that difference from the other one, so I know which one to delete. And I don't think I need to write a description. I will just copy this one maybe. Have something there. And homepage URL. So this one is the one that they talk about, I think. And yeah, so this is for the callback. So homepage URL, I'll just put, you know what? I'll just put, no, go back. This one here for now. Yep, not this one. Close you. Okay. You see, this is like a bad thing about having a million tabs. Okay, so I'll put this one here. And so this is our website. I just show you our wishlist website. And the callback. So this is the callback that we was talking about. So so let's name this wish list callback. Wish list. Oh, why you're doing that to me? No. Yeah, I think sometimes my mouse misfired. Wish list. Animal Crossing wish list. AC wish list. That was like shorten. C wish list off. Yeah. Dot. I think we gotta put it on Heroku. So it's gotta be Heroku callback. Yeah, I can't remember how Heroku set it up though. I think. Wait a second. Let me. I can cheat a little bit. Yeah. .heroku.com/callback. Okay. Yeah. app.com/callback. Right. If I made any mistake, shout at me at the chat so I know. Because like you know, when you go live, your brain, half of your brain is used to do other things, so you're not as smart as you are when you are working alone in the dark and in a quiet place. So um anything that I've said, let's check the documentation. So I think they just said that you need to set this up. Others we just let it be the default right now, I think. And yeah, so use authentication tokens. Yeah, I think we can just set it like this for now. And actions. So what it can do, it should be able to do read and write of the note. Mandatory, yeah. Should be read only. So it should be able to to push to our repo. So I need to make sure that I give it right to push to our repo. And for the creation settings and content reference content commit branches and merges. I'll just give it like this one as well, just for safety reason. I don't think it's needed. I think you just need to have an action, but I may be wrong. Yeah, pull requests is yeah, I'll just give it more access than I like to, because I'm not so sure. You can check it online, but I'm not checking it right now. So organization. So yeah, I don't think I need any of these. User permission. I don't think the bot will do any user permission. And I think that's it. So let me double check. Yeah, because this is very important. If you have forgot to give access to it, then it should be read and write. Yeah, then it will not be able to work. And actually, yeah, you can always check this permissions thing. That it's kind of, all these guys will tell you what that mean. I always found it confusing. Oh, this is just a doc for the API. Okay, fine. I found it confusing sometimes. Especially with GitHub, this is so powerful. It's got so many things. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'll let it to be able to do this stuff. I think that's good enough. Okay. Um. Yeah, only on this account. Create. Okay. So, right. Is it? Oh, I'm missing a webhook. So yeah, this webhook I do believe is the callback URL. Let me double check. Yeah, I'll put it there for now. I really can't remember what I did for the other one. I may have to go back to check. But active, we deliver event details. Yeah. Right. Or I just switched the webhook off. Yeah, I'll just switch it off for now. I think it may not be necessary. I think I just need to give it a push access to the thing, right? So okay, so let's do this for now. We can change that if anything happened, but we just want to make it right. And okay, so this is done. So yeah, the config. We need to set up the config. So what you can do is to you can actually supply a command line argument, or you can have a .env file. And I think what I gotta do is that I gotta there is actually a blog post. Yeah, it's actually a blog post. So the blog post doesn't use the .env file. So I think for simplicity reason, I won't use the .env file because yeah, it may need another setup for that. So I'll just follow this, right? And yeah, so first of all, I think you have to set up the environment like it says. Um, so you have to, so we are already in there, and we have to do Heroku create. So, oh, by the way, you need the Heroku client, which I may not have in here. So let's try. If not, we can just download it now. I think it's not too difficult to set up the Heroku CLI client. Yeah, it's not here. So what I gotta do is that I gotta install Heroku client, CLI actually, is it called CLI? Um, yeah, so here, yep, download and install. So Mac OS, that's actually an installer, or you can brew install, which is super neat. I love it. I just brew install it. I think it's the easiest for me. I love brew install. So it's kind of like saved me a lot of time that I have to figure it out how it works on Mac, because again, Mac is not the most popular choice in some cases, and so yeah, right. So again, if we are waiting, I just gotta reset my headset in case it die again. So yeah, because last Friday when I give the tutorial, again, my microphone was like die for like 3 or even 5 minutes, and like nobody let me know until it's like I kind of very very late. And then when I do the post production, I was like, oh, I missed that bit. I was explaining that thing, and yeah, so I don't want that to happen. I need to find a solution with this. Sometimes if I remember, I play some background music while I'm like doing the stream, but sometimes it's distracting, the background music. So I don't know what's the best way. Maybe I should get like a those mic that's for like people to do like radios, so it sounds super sexy and things like that. But yeah, I don't know. Um, so okay, so it seems that it's downloading. It's just I think it's just maybe just building it or something. Yeah, it's still working. So what else I can show you? Any ideas to how to what to include in the website? And oh, by the way, let's look at the next step. So after we have it, we can actually deploy this in Heroku, but you have to do the config. So you have to set the secret and the ID, and yeah, but how do you set up the environment thing? And yeah, I think this is like setting up the environment, but so this block is missing one thing that like is actually crucial to work. So I do believe this block is older than this readme, so you do need to put the host name and URL. So maybe it's a good idea to use a .env file. Yeah, but I've never tried to use the .env file before. Hmm. Yeah, so in the blog post it set up the client, the secret, and it doesn't set up the host name, and yeah, so it's kind of interesting. Yeah, but I don't know. Does it work if I just set up a .env file? Hmm. Maybe we just try to put that in a .env file. If it doesn't work, we just do it like manually. Okay, so let's go to our folder. Actually, I need a new one. So new. Can I have a new tab? new window. Yeah, open. See if it open in a new window. So I gotta open the the the, the repo that I just cloned. So it should be in websites. It should be this one. Oh, it's in another window, so it's not there. Can I pull this in? No, I can't. This is like sometimes Atom like doesn't work the way I want it to, so it's a bit disappointing. But anyway, I am just you know, tile Windows. Yeah, I don't know why sometimes it's opening a new tab, sometimes it doesn't. Um, so what I'm doing is that I just gotta create a .env file. You won't be able to see. Sorry about that. And yeah. Ah, right. Sorry. What just happened is I spelled wrong. Like 3 letters, I spelled wrong. Right. Okay. So yep. Okay, I have it there. And is it done? Yeah, it's done. Okay, good. So what I gotta do is I gotta go back to our tutorial and follow this blog post that I gotta do a Heroku push to see if it push to Heroku alright. Okay. Correct access right. That's not. Huh. Do I have to activate it first? Oh yeah, sorry, Heroku create. I forgot this one. That's why it's not working. So I think I need to call this as the name that I created. So it needs to be up. I have too many windows now. I'm a bit lost. Okay, so I need to call that AC wishlist auth. Yep. Come on, fine. Here. I think I have to restart this. So you know what? I gotta. Is yeah. It's like I'm using new bash, so I don't know how to you know, refresh it. New profile. No. And yep. Right. And it's transparent again. Sorry about that. You can still see it. That's good. Can make it bigger. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Sorry about that. And so what I do is like I would go to do this thing again. It's still not found. Command not found. It's installed, right? Oh my god. Like run complete and well, this is for autocomplete. This is not the thing, but it just still say that Heroku is not a command. Right. Yeah, I don't like this set sh because it just doesn't work. If things doesn't work for me, it works before, but like it just never works for me. Like that, it used to work, but now it doesn't. Uh, okay. Okay, it's there. It's just like it just doesn't like it. Do I spell it wrong? Hiruku. Yeah, there's the typo there. Haha. You really tricked me there, is it? Right. Okay, now we are creating a new Heroku instance. Let me yeah, you can still see it good because now the whole window changes and right. Invalid credential is provided and make it over browser. Okay, I have to open a browser. So now you see that I am in Heroku and yeah, you see that as well. Good. So it's asking you to log in, so I have my logged in here saved, so I just use it, and I'm logged in, so I'm fine now. I can use Heroku, and I can close this window and go back to my browser. Good. Okay, this is done. I hope that is fine. Okay, and it's created. So now I have AC wishlist auth.herokuapp.com, which is what I want, and okay, let's go to the next step. So next step is to sorry, the blog post. So the next step is to push it, right? So let's push that. Yep. Sorry. Right. Yeah, so it's doing stuff. So Heroku is super neat. Is quite popular recently. Like since I discovered it, I think it's kind of fine for all my pet projects. Um, but of course, like you will see, like if eventually we make this work, you'll see that the authentication is a bit slow because I'm using a free tier. So for free tier Heroku, that it's not always on. So it takes time to start up. So it's not the best. So but if you really want to use it quite a lot, so you should consider having a pay plan or something. Okay, so now it's there, but we need to do the configuration. So okay, so I need to get the client secret and auth ID here. So yeah, so you see that you would have yeah, so you have to go to get these two thing, right? So let's go there, and it's coming back here. So I think it's in like our GitHub. So let's so yeah, this is our secret. So that's why I create a demo one, because now you can see it. You can see my secret, and I gotta delete it afterwards so it's not mixed with my other in production project. So okay, so you gotta use this one. So you need this, right? So you gotta so what I gotta do is that, because it's a bit complicated, remember I have opened my end file in a window that you can't see. So what I gonna do is I gotta set it up there, and I just gotta copy it over. So right, too many windows. Okay, ID is this one. So sorry about that. You won't be able to see what I'm doing right now. But what I'm gonna do is just I gotta put that in a file, and secret, my secret. And like I said, I have to set up the redirect URL and also the Git host. So my redirect URL would be so it will be that thing. What does it call again? AC wishlist. Dot. Sorry, my headset is not agreeing. Okay, AC wishlist auth dot Heroku app.com. Again, like if you spot any typos, please let me know, because I'm horrible with that, and typo can be a disaster. Okay, so now I grab my client and I gotta set it up like I was told. Okay, so I gotta do, so you can put it in a .env file, but I have not tried that yet actually. So what if yeah, so what if I set it up, and let's try that. If that doesn't work, I will just do what the blog post doing. And yeah, let's see. Okay, so now I have put it in a .env file, and maybe I should push that again. So let's try. I really don't. Yeah, it's up to date. I really don't know how that works, because I've never used that. So let's assume that this is fine. So how does that work? So um, yeah, but it's not on Heroku. I bet. Yeah, I guess it won't work. So okay, we'll just do it like this. We'll just do this like with the Heroku config set this one, right? So I gotta yeah do it like here. That right, terminal. So my secret is the thing that you can see, but I don't mind because I gotta delete this one. Okay, so here, right, and I gotta you know and put this yeah, so I gotta also set up the ID. Oh, I forgot the slash, is it? Okay, sorry about that. I gotta run this again with my setup. So it's good to have a have have a space ready. So my .env file is helping me now. I gotta yeah, right. Yeah, so I gotta so this time I'll run this together. It should work. Yep, right. Okay, and I need that a redirect URL as well. So what I gotta do is that I gotta replace that set as this one. And I gotta do that with the host name as well, just in case. I think that This is what you need. Yeah. I really don't like doing this operational thing. I'm not an operational person. I'm just like, hacking around stuff. So I'm trying to show how I struggle to get this work. Okay. So now we could actually try that out. See how it goes. Oh, sorry, typo. Right. We go back to our content manager. Logged in is still not found for some reason. And right. I'm missing something here. And yep, I've set all those. And base URL. Okay, I'll just set. Yeah. Protection. Oh, I have to update the YAML file, is it? Yeah. So I have to update this one. So right. So this base URL needs to be our Heroku instance. So let's go back to our oops, sorry, our this one. So the config. So this one needs to have that the hook to our authentication app on Heroku. So what I gotta do is that I gotta grab this this setting. So I can compare to mine, right? So I grab the whole thing, and this one can go away for now. And I gotta do is that I've got to put it here, right? So let's see what am I missing. I have repo, I have branches. I just need this. Okay, good. So copy this over and put it here. I don't like the indentation, please. Oh, nope. Right. Okay, so this one should be our Heroku thing, right? So AC wishlist auth dot Heroku app.com. This should work. Let me delete this thing that I don't need. Right. Okay. So let's push it there. Let's push it to adding Heroku auth. Right. So right. Okay. Let's go back to our repo. How about like deprecate? So I keep that one. So I go to my. Actually, I don't need it. You don't have to look at my logged in details anymore. Go back to my profile. Actually, my no. I keep pressing. I panic. Press the button. Like when you are like a little bit nervous, you just like randomly press all the button and hope one of them work. That was what happened. Okay, so yeah, now it's well, it's not the newest one, is it? Did I commit it? I think I forgot. I think I haven't. Right. Yeah. And oh, I haven't pushed it. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's why like I always tell the beginners don't use any GUI tool for Git because you would be like this. You can missing pressing a button and then you don't know what happened. But if you have command line, then you can just like check what like it will be prompts back what you have done and stuff. So I think yeah, for beginners actually using command line is better. But I have too many things happening at the same time. So okay. Yeah, if you look at my setup now, I have so many windows on my desktop. Actually, you see like one that is like done by OBS. That's like very neat, different. But like in my desktop, it's very mess. Um, so okay, so yep, this is added. So let me try again and see if this works. Right, it's still not working for some reason, and I don't know why this time. Let me think. And so this is updated, and I'm in the right branches. Maybe if I, yeah, it's still calling the default one. It's not updating the one that maybe what I gotta try. I gotta try to refresh it, um, with with a force refresh without the catches. So view and a force refresh, and logged in. Yep. Now you can't see, but like now what? Okay, now it's going to this. Okay, I will show you what I see. I won't be cheating. So now you see an error here. So we actually do linked it up with our auth, which is correct. But we have an error in our instance, so we gotta check what is the error. So I can do this, the Heroku log. So we gotta see what happened, what's wrong. And all right, so we got a bunch of error, and we gotta fix that. So okay, so it doesn't like the what is this? So it's like, okay, it's complaining that I have a favoricorn that it doesn't like. I think maybe the thing about the path, and yeah, it may be something about the path that I'm using as a path that it doesn't like it. Maybe, but why is it complaining about the favoricorn? And yeah, who's to wish list? This is super strange, and it may be something to do with that I'm using it not on a base URL. So is what I gotta do is that I gotta try looking at it offline and to see what's wrong. So sorry, this is getting very long because like I said, it could be a little bit tricky to get this set up. But I think we are getting there, right? So now we have our Heroku hookup. We just need to fix what's happening in this Heroku. Um, uh, what's that called? They call it the Dion. Yeah, this thing. So like this app. So we gotta fix this. And I think that's it for me this week. Sorry about that. I'm not feeling the best today, and I gotta make this shorter. So hopefully next week I will show you how to make this last bit work. What's wrong with our Heroku instance, and I gonna fix up the look of my website as well. So and I hopefully at the end of everything I will have a website that all Animal Crossing fan could copy and use. That's the goal of this. I really wish that I could share something that I like so much with you all. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you on Wednesday. Actually, we have the meet pie on Wednesday, so I'll see you then.